In this example, I'm going to show you how to take input from the user and how to print it out on your screen. So to do that, you have to go make sure you're set to code here, and over here go to the second set of instructions, which is under data, and you go to read records and you slide the mouse across here and go over to see examples. And again, we'll just speed things up, we just copy and paste the code that's already there. So if we go across here, so make sure you get it all. So hold down the control and press C to copy. Come over here and go to make sure it's on text mode here, so show text, and click in here and Control V to paste. And now show it as blocks. Okay, so let's see what this code does. The fastest thing to do is just run it and see what happens. So click on run here. So as you can see, there are 3 text boxes. So it takes 3 inputs from the user: name, age, and food. So that's where the code is doing it over here: text input, name, age, and food. Then there's a button, a done button. When that's clicked, so this displays the button here, this button command, and then there's a separate button for the display. So let's see what all that does. That's the display button here. Now, what's your name? So, Sean. What's your age? 50. What is your favorite food? That's that. Okay, so click on done. Now that saves that. That's called a record. So Sean 50 pasta saved as a record. And you can see down here on the screen, name Sean, age 50, food pasta. So that's now stored in the app. But now we can display it on the screen as well. So if you click on display here, you see it's ID 1, age 50, food pasta. So whatever you put in as an input here comes out on the screen. Now, as you can see, it's not ideal. It hasn't put my name out. I think there's an error in this example. So we need to try and find out where that error is happening. And that's how you learn as well. So if you come down here, you can spot it fairly clearly. For example, this first one, console.log. The console is actually this area down here. That's the debugging area for your program. That's for yourself only. But for the person using the app, they use this area down here. And you can see the problem straight away, because in the console we have name, but down here we have ID. So it seems we need to change that. So make this one down here the same as this one. So change that to name. And a quotation or a quote, a colon as we call it, and make a space there as well, because what this is going to do is it's going to give the name and the person's name after it. So that's just the label name plus the name that you put in, which is Sean. So that's why the space is there, the space between the name and Sean. Now over here, I notice as well, up here it is record.name. So in that record that I put in the name of that in that record, which is Sean, which is down here, is fine. But the problem here is it's the ID. Now the ID of the record is 1. It's the first record. That's what that means. So we need to change that to the name, which is so dot name, whatever the name is, which in my case is Sean. So I'll change that to name, and that should fix it. Let's see if that fixes it now. So we'll run the program again. So reset and run. So what is your name? We'll try a different one this time, Joe. What is your age? 30. What is your favorite food? Okay, so click done. And you can see there in our own console record, we have Joe, age 30, food, steak. And now if you go to display, you see it has done both of them now. So they're both in the table at the moment. Sean, age 50, food pasta. Joe, age 30, food, steak. So it's printing out what you put in, basically. Where's all this stored? It's stored behind the scenes in this place called data. So there's a table here. And if you look in here in favorite foods, you see this is the table that it's drawing all that information from. There's a table in your app that it's getting all this information from. So you can build up a table of anything you want if you want to use it in your app. And so that's it. That's the end of this demonstration.